Hey, it's Jeff here from Clearly Coastal. Welcome back. I'm just sitting up in the rooftop tent I've added to my boat, and I'm going to walk you through all the features and reasons why I added this to my boat. I recently picked up this tent from Go Overland Canada. It's the Journey XL. I've added it to the roof of my boat. Not the traditional setup like on a rooftop of a truck or SUV, but I think it's going to add some pretty cool experiences out on the water. So come along as I show you through this tent, through the setup and all its features and everything it's got to offer. One of the ideas I've had with my boat here for a while now is adding more sleeping space. We can comfortably sleep 3 adults or 2 kids and 2 adults. But I wanted to add some more space here. And one of the ideas I've seen before is adding a rooftop tent. So I did out some research and came up with this one from Overland Canada. And I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of it now. Of course, it's winter when I put it on, so I haven't used it yet, but I got it all installed. And let's see what this tent's all about. So a couple of reasons I chose this one from Overland Canada. First of all was the weight on it. It weighs just under 100 pounds, so I'm not adding really much weight to the top of my boat, so my center of gravity isn't really changing a whole lot. Definitely something you want to keep in mind when you're adding weight to the boat here. Another one is it's a hard shell, so in our climate, I just feel like it's going to be a little bit better than a soft one. That also allows me to use it for if I need to put traps or put anything else strapped down onto it, it's going to be able to carry that load. So yeah, that's it here. Another one of it is it's pretty long, so adults can stay in it. It's just over 6 feet long inside. So lots of room, and you could probably fit 2 adults in it comfortably. Plus, give my kids a cool little hangout while we're out on the boat with our adventures up here in Northwest British Columbia. So let's get into the tent itself now here. So here's the tent. Got it all mounted up on the roof of the boat here. Had a friend fabricate some crossbars here. And yes, it's Christmas, so there's Christmas lights on the boat. So yeah, crossbars going across, and there's 2 of them that it mounts to. As you can see, nice flat hardtop surface, so I can still use it if I want for crab traps or prawn traps or anything else. I could still throw my dinghy on top of it as well. But first I'm gonna start with the ladder and how we get up to it, and then we'll set it up for you. As always with a boat, space is always something you have to take into consideration. Ladder here folds up really nice and compact, so you can store it nice and easy. It's gonna be out of the way no matter what. One of the other things I had to take into consideration was how I was going to secure the ladder. So just put some of these shackles up here that it will mount into and hang on to when we need to have up access to the roof there. All right, so the ladder stands nice and easy. Each one locks in with these little tabs here, so you get the height that you want. Lock it in. And she's already secured, ready to go. Okay, so now that we got the ladder set up, I'll go up there and set up the tent, show you how easy this is done and how it's a one-person job. It's pretty smooth. I'm gonna enjoy how easy this is to set up on the water. Sometimes it's not always the smoothest, but you'll be able to safely and securely set this up by yourself. So let's get up there and do that. Now, opening it here, you can see, so it's got the 2 latches there that hold it secure while you're going down. For a little bit of extra security, you can put these carabiners in here. So while we're out cruising, those will be in, but for purpose of the video, I've taken them off. So just flop those down. Now lift it up. So as you can see, it's pretty easy, nice one-handed, basically operation, and it lifts up. It's on some nice shocks there, so it lifts up nice and smooth. So it's setting up the tent. You got these 2 bars here, and those are gonna hold this out. So you got a nice little rain canopy here. Now for these, there's 2 slots in either side. Just get the in there. Bend the bar back in the hole. Okay, so you get the other one in on the other side. Lift it up, boom. There you go, you got your rain shelter here as well. So now here's a look at it from down below, set up there. So you got nice shelter from out of the rain. If you need to get in and out, you're not going to be getting wet as you take your boots and shoes off and whatnot. A little space to keep everything out as well. So this tent is pretty spacious, really. I'm sitting up here and you can see that the roof isn't quite touching my head, so it gives you a space to put your boots on, get changed or whatever you need. Some of the other really neat features in here I'm going to go through as well. One of the really cool features of this tent is that you can use a power bank. It plugs in right over here, and then it has a remote right there, and that remote controls some overhead lighting. So as you can see, there's the lights. So even when it's dark, you'll be able to see up in here. So, and with the remote, you can change the brightness. You can see there, dimming down, but also different types of lighting. So you'll never be in the dark with this tent. So I've set up each side a little bit differently. So as you can see, this side, I've got the sunscreen down, and it's got some nice meshing so you keep the bugs and those critters out. And this side here is with the sunshade all zipped up, and so it'd be blacked out. Another nice thing though, if you want, and there's no bugs, these open right up to the outside. So now you get nice panoramic views when you're out on the water, watching that sunset. I think it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous up here in the summertime, watching the sun go down from this beautiful setup. These also conveniently roll up really nicely, and you can secure them with these little tabs right over here so that they stay out of your way. But when it comes to nighttime, zip up. There you go. I'll zip this up as well. So all closed in here, so it'd be nice and dark in the night. Get a nice sleep for those bright summer days when the sun doesn't go down up here until, you know, midnight or so. You can still get darkness, get some rest before you hit the water the next day again. So the entrance also has a screen for keeping the bugs out. So you could have all three, either whatever you want, screens open, screens down, you know, so lots of airflow that way as well. So there's really lots of options here for venting and lighting, no matter what situation you are out on the water, or if you're overlanding with this on a truck in a more traditional setup. So let's go through a few of the other features this tent offers. One of the other nice features is the storage that this tent offers. So on each side, you have set up pockets here. You can put your cell phones or whatever other personal items you want. So you say both sides offer that. So there's also this storage panel here hanging off the roof of it. Has 6 pouches, 1 vented pouch. So you can put whatever you want in there for storage, clothes, again, cell phones, keep things up and tidy. Now, if you use this tent in a more traditional setup on a truck, these are boot bags that would hang over the edge. But now the way I have it with the boat set up, I can't hang over the edge because the tent's not sitting right on the edge. But again, an option if you're using it on the truck. So I'm going to attempt to show you how roomy this is laying down. Okay, so I'm 5'10", now laying out. You can see my feet are at the end here. And if I put my head down right there, so I still got some more space. So somebody taller than me might have to go at an angle. But overall, you do have lots of space in this tent for adults. And like I said, one of the big reasons I wanted this tent was for my kids to have a little hangout for themselves, where they can come up here, play games, hang out, get away from mom and dad for a bit. So also add a spot for, you know, a buddy coming out when we're going out fishing for a couple days or whatnot. I mean, honestly, we'll probably stick the person who snores a lot up here, so might actually be me. But hey, that's all right. Get a place to myself up here, have a nice sound sleep while we're out on the water, listening to the waves and all of the wildlife out there. It's going to be pretty hard to beat. Going to be pretty sweet and pretty awesome, I gotta say. Okay, so when I'm closing it up, what I'll do is I'll close the side panels here. Just helps it from not bunching up as much on the outside and pushing out, and so you don't have to tuck as much in from the sides, and making it just that much easier to get all folded away. So just in reverse order here, taking the rain shield down, take the bars, put them inside. There you go. Now we can just pull it down and lock her up. Okay, so now I got everything folded in, the pole's taken down. Just gotta bring her back down. Make sure it's tucked in as the air is pushing it out. Bring it down. Hook the latches back up. Boom. And she's all closed up. Like I said before, you got those carabiners if you want to make sure it's locked in place. And you're all ready to go. So if you do like this tent and like what you've seen, there is a discount code below in the description for 10% off this tent from Go Overland Canada, and I'll put that in the link. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.